On September 11, 2001, Lisa Luckett kissed her husband Edward goodbye as he left for another busy day of work as a partner at the bond brokerage firm Cantor Fitzgerald. She had no idea it would be their last goodbye.
It feels like 15, it feels like 5 minutes, and it feels like 100 years. It really does, because there's been so much that's happened in that time. So we've gone through a lot.
Luckett's widow believes the 40-year-old New Jersey father of three was killed instantly when the plane hit One World Trade Center. His remains were never positively identified.
But their ashes are ashes, and we are all ashes to ashes and dust to dust. And again, that kind of esoteric letting go of what we can't control, it worked for me.
A few years after the terrorist attacks, the city gave the Luckett family and more than 1,000 others this token of remembrance.
It's the dirt and dust and everything from ground zero after they'd done as much as they could to find people's remains. And I was okay with that. And I had friends that had pieces found over the years, and they'd 3 different things at 3 different times. And what do I do? Do I reopen a grave? So I feel like I was kind of spared, actually.
According to the medical examiner's office, of the 2,753 World Trade Center victims, 1,637 or 60% were positively identified, but 1,113 are still a mystery to scientists. Dr. Barbara Sampson is the city's chief medical examiner.
This is a personal mission because we were here on 9/11. We saw the towers collapse. We saw the people fleeing up First Avenue right in front of our buildings. And we know the families. We've been working with them since the very beginning.
The last new identification of a 9/11 victim was made in March of 2015. But Dr. Sampson says all hope is not lost for families who are still waiting for word.
We constantly keep up with the science, looking for new possibilities to try to bring closure for these remaining families.
Eileen Walsh lost her 27-year-old son, firefighter Michael Brennan, that day. She anxiously waited years for word of a positive identification. She received 4 separate calls that fragments of his body were found.
We waited almost, I'd say 8 years before we buried any of his remains.
As she waited through tears, a community came together, and in 2008 they dedicated this lush garden in Long Island City, named for her hero son.
We miss him terribly so many years later, but the garden is an important part of this community.
It's going to live forever. This is a space of love and hope that will continue.
In Long Island City, Cheryl Wills, New York 1.